Next, let me give you the properties of vector addition. Vector addition is commutative. What is commutative? You already know in your lower classes. Let me give you the expression for that. Suppose you have vector A and vector B. You added vector A and vector B now. You got a resultant R. Suppose you have changed the order of addition and later you added A and B instead of instead of A and B we added B and A. We have done calculation B plus A. This also will be equal to vector R. That implies vector A plus vector B will be equal to vector B plus vector A. This indicates order. It doesn't depend upon the order of addition. So vector addition is commutative. The next one, vector addition is associative also. That is, suppose you have vector A comma vector B and vector C. Suppose you added a vector A plus B, you got the resultant and then added to C now. In the second case I have added B and C. That resultant I have added to C, added to A. We'll see that these both are equal. The order of addition is not important. Again, A plus B vector, the resultant is added to C, will get one answer. B plus C, the resultant is added again to A, you will be getting same order, same answer. So vector addition is commutative as well as vector addition is associative. So far we have seen a graphical method of vector addition. Let us enter into the next topic, that is analytical method of vector addition, where we'll be deriving the formula for magnitude as well as direction of addition of two vectors. That is a very important concept also. That is nothing but parallelogram law of vector addition. We already discussed what is parallelogram law of vector addition, and in today's class in analytical method we'll be deriving the formula, mathematical formula for the magnitude as well as direction of your resultant vector when you are adding two vectors. So this method is particularly called as So already I told you earlier what is parallelogram law of vector addition. Let me again give you the brief idea about it. Suppose you have vector A and I have another vector B which is making angle theta with your horizontal. So these two are to be added. Now in order to add these two vectors, what I will be doing is I will be constructing a parallelogram, taking vector A as it is and vector B as it is. So this is vector A and vector B. Okay, they both are having an angle theta between them. So if I construct a parallelogram using these two sides, if I slide a vector here, this will again act like vector A itself, and vector B if I slide here, this is vector B. So this is vector A and this is vector B. I have got a parallelogram. Now the diagonal passing from this point of intersection, this is your vector R. So I can write down vector r is nothing but vector a plus vector b. So this is what parallelogram law vector addition is. Now let us derive the formula for r value and the direction. Suppose let it make an angle alpha with your vector a. Let us derive the expression for alpha, that is direction of your resultant vector, and the magnitude of your r vector. So for that purpose what you do is, let me redraw this diagram. This is vector A, this is vector B. Let the point of intersection be O. I am completing the parallelogram here. This also will become vector A, and if I bring this B here, this will become vector B. Okay, now what I will be doing is, I'll take one perpendicular from this point and I'll extend this vector A this side, and let this point be M N P, and have your diagonal this one. This is R and that angle theta, and this is your angle alpha. Now here I have some triangles, and using the triangles, if this angle is theta, this also will become theta. So from the triangle MPN, we'll be getting sine theta is equals to opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is NP divided by NP divided by MP. From here NP will be equal to MP of sine theta. Here MP is nothing but vector B only. Similarly, I can write a formula for cos theta also. Cos theta will be Mn adjacent side by MP. From here Mn will be equal to MP cos theta, that is MP is again B cos theta. So keep them aside. Now take this triangle. From the right angle triangle OPN, OPN can be written as OPN, right angle triangle. I can write hypotenuse square OP square is equals to ON square plus NP square. ON can be again written as ON can be written as OM MN. So OM plus MN whole square plus NP square. OM is nothing but vector A. MN can be written as B cos theta plus B cos theta whole square plus NP B sin theta whole square. Now you expand this, A plus B whole square, I will be getting A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2ab cos theta plus b square sin square theta. Here consider they as mods, magnitudes. So finally I'll be having b square cos square theta, b square sin square theta. B can be taken common. I'll be getting sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is trigonometrical identity. So I'll be having a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. What it is? OP square. OP square, or I can write r square. So from that I can write r is equals to under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. This is the formula for magnitude of your resultant of two vectors, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Very important formula, and we will be getting in almost all concepts. This formula will be involved in solving the many problems. Now let us derive the formula for alpha. So for alpha, again you take the triangle. From the triangle OPN, tan alpha is equals to opposite side by adjacent side, that is NP by ON. This also can be again still expanded as NP as usual. Let me write NP. ON can be written as OM plus MN. So this will be tan alpha is equals to NP is what here? B sin theta divided by A plus B cos theta. Remember here alpha is the angle made by R with respect to vector A. Suppose you have another angle given in the problem, and he may ask you to calculate the beta, where beta is angle between vector B and vector R. Beta, I can write down tan beta will become, in place of B you write down A sin theta by B plus A cos theta. But mostly we will be using this particular case itself. This is a very special case. In rare cases we will be using tan beta. Remember, beta is angle made by vector R with respect to the vector B.